Hey, good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you're calling in from. Glad to have everybody here tonight. Thank you for coming and showing up at our ViDiLOOK redevelopment presentation. We are maxed out now at 1,000 and wow. Trying to get Gobi in the room and that is not happening, is it? Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, hopefully he'll keep trying and be able to get in. So co-host, keep an eye out for Gobi. All right, so thank you guys for coming and showing up tonight. You know, we are doing the ViDiLOOK rollout really soon, and I wanted to have an opportunity to come and just have a Zoom to explain everything with regards to this new platform or the changes that we're making. I don't usually do ViDiLOOK presentations. This is my very first one, but it's not even really a ViDiLOOK presentation, more of it being just a presentation of the changes and, you know, everything that we have been going over and the plans and the changes that we've made, you know, as a leadership team over the past week or so. So I just wanted to, you know, have an opportunity to do that. I have a slide presentation that I'm going to share with you in doing so, and hopefully it will clarify some things by having a visual in front of you. The slide presentation that I'm using is able to be used by anybody. If you want it, just, you know, let me know. I'll pop it. I'll pop the slide in the leadership group, and in any group that I'm in, I'll put it there so that everybody can have access to the slide deck. And that way it'll be easier for you to kind of just go through it and understand it, share it with your teams. If you need to present it to your teams, use it to present it to your teams. And that way you will be able to get it clear and get it through to everyone. Now I'm going to leave the chat on, okay? And because I know that people are going to want to ask questions and you're going to want to chat. However, I am not going to ask any questions about, I'm not going to answer any questions about why didn't we get all of our VDL? You know, this is not fair. You know, this is not going to be a hem and haw call. All right. All the hemming and hawing is not allowed. That has to be done on a different call. I know you've been doing it on different calls, but it's not going to be allowed on this call. And my co-hosts, if they see any hemming and hawing in the chat, then you're going to be removed. Okay, this is just one chance. Okay, not two, not three. This is not baseball. Not 3 strikes, you're out. Only 1. Okay, so any hemming and hawing, you're gone, because we're past that stage. We're moving on to show you what the big picture is, so that you can make sure that you get an understanding of it and see the benefit of where we're going. All right, so that's all I'm dealing with today. I'm only dealing with moving forward. I'm not going to be stuck and try to answer questions about why we're here and why this. I'm not doing any of that. Okay. So just good questions, positive vibes, positive questions. Just, you know, just to get clarity about where we're going, because we're moving on. Okay. We're moving on. All right. So again, keep an eye out for Gobi. I want to get him in the room before the time goes on anyway, until the time goes out. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead. As long as we understand we're all on the same page, we're here, you know, we're going to go ahead and move forward. All right. All right, let's do this. Let's get this slide deck up. All right, so again, we're going to talk about the ViDiLOOK. I am calling it a redevelopment plan, okay? Because that's what this is, ladies and gentlemen. We're actually have hit the restart button. All right, this is not an update. It's not, you know, we're redeveloped the whole thing. And I think Sam said it best. He said that we had a false start. You know, we had a false start, and the whole 3 months that we was going through this, it was considered beta anyway. And we were always telling people at that time that, you know, things are going to change. We didn't know exactly how they were going to change, but we knew that things were going to change. We thought that the rate was going to go down. You know, we thought that it wasn't going to no longer be the 90% per day. We thought that we were going to stop recruiting because we weren't going to be able to let anybody else in, because we already knew, and everybody already knew, that what was going on was not sustainable. Okay, we already knew that. So when it got to a point where it was not able to go any further, the switch got flipped. And many of you don't know this, but Conrad has already talked about this, and Sam has already talked about this as well. They talked about how they didn't even know what happened. When the switch got flipped, they didn't know what had happened. They had no idea that things had stopped, the withdrawals had stopped. So what happened was, no, but what happened is that when the switch that got flipped was a fail-safe switch. So the way Sam designs his systems is that when it gets to a particular place and it's like, in jeopardy for whatever reason, just like a circuit breaker in your house, when you got an overage or something like that, a breaker goes off and it just turns the power off on that line, right? Well, kind of like the same thing happened here. That's why Conrad didn't even know what happened. Sam didn't even know what happened. No one knew what happened, because when they went to evaluate things and when the system hit a certain capacity or whatever it was going through with regards to it reaching the capacity financially, and it reached the capacity with regards to all of the fraudulent activity that was taking place on the platform. We had all these fraud, these fake accounts, the bots that was going on. Here we go, Miss Gina. All right, we need to remove Gina from the room because she decides she wants to mark up my slides. So remove Gina, please. Oh, and she's also advancing my slides. Okay. We certainly aren't going to have that. Not today. I just don't know. Screen black. Use print view. Okay. They have this new version of okay. All right, let me just I'm gonna pause my recording for a moment. Where's my pause?
Tammy, what is her name?
Gina. And
So I turned off the feature to let them cook.
all right, so where was I? I was here. Okay. All right, so oh, because I was talking about the circuit breaker, right? I was talking about the switch being flipped and everything just kind of got shut down. When everything gets shut down, it just goes into this real, everything kind of goes to a halt. The withdrawal stop, all the VDL and USDT got snatched up. That was basically the fail safe that kind of kicked in. So when that happened, now, we end up in this place now where we have to reevaluate. So with all that we've done over the past several days, we did not want this to go away. We didn't want it to stop and never come back. So we just kind of continued to work around exactly how can we fix this. And that was when Sam kind of came to the rescue. Sam, some people may think that Sam bought ViDiLOOK out, and but he did not buy ViDiLOOK out. He basically just did a bailout. Okay, so he did a bailout of ViDiLOOK. ViDiLOOK is still, Conrad is still owns that. Sam's stable DAO database is still dumped into it, but Sam is still not the owner of it. It's not his company. Okay, that remained intact. Only thing he did was provided the bailout. Okay, and the bailout all came from is going to the beta. That's where all that's going. All right, so keep that in mind as we're going through this tonight and understand, how we got here. All right, so now we have again, like I said before, it was a false start, or it was in beta. Things got reevaluated. We couldn't sustain ourselves the way we were going, so we had to do something different. And so now this is considered a redevelopment or a restart, however you want to phrase that. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So first of all, we're going to have two platforms. right? Two platforms that are going to be running parallel to each other. We're going to have the ViDiLOOK beta platform, which is going to be running on a web-based platform. So in other words, you can only go to a URL to get to the beta. And then we're going to have a platform that's also running by way of the ViDiLOOK app. That is where the ViDiLOOK 2.0 is going to be on the app. It's going to be an app version for that. And in order for you to you have to download the app, and then also when you get ready to log in, the login is going to be the same on both. Whatever login you have now, which you're logging into ViDiLOOK right now, is going to be the same on both the beta and the 2.0. You can use the same login credentials, all right? And for the web-based as well as the app-based. And we're going live on the 29th. Okay, that is tomorrow morning at 4:17 a.m. UK time. And why did we choose that? Some of you may already know if you were on the previous call. This is Gobi's birth time. I think tomorrow is his birthday. So we're going to launch this on his birth time tomorrow. Sam gave us the option as to, guys, when do you want to launch this? What time do you want to launch? Pick any time. It says, we'll just pick Gobi's birthday. How about that? So Gobi's birthday is when this is going to actually be launching on. All right. So for the beta version, there are no refunds. Okay. If you want to do the beta, there are no refunds in the beta. However, it is optional. Okay. And we're going to touch on that in just a moment. But if you're going to stay in the beta, there is no refunds in the beta. And all your VDL, your USDT is going to go into pledge mining. That's the pledging, the pending that you have, the add value, the pending claims that you have, and the pending withdrawals. All is considered part of so a part of the VDL and the USDT that is going to go into pledge mining. All right, so that's where all of it is going. All pledges that is going to go into pledge mining is going to be double. All right, so you're going to get double the amount. Whatever is in pledge mining, just double that amount, and that is what you're going to have going into pledge mining. You're going to still get 3% for watching ad videos, okay? 3% ad watching videos. But however, ladies and gentlemen, because beta is not going to be around forever, because betas are never intended to be around forever, and we don't want this beta to be around forever either, because we want to get going with the live. However, when you get finished all of your ad value that you have in there in your ad value, you're going to watch videos until that runs out. Okay, when it runs out, then you're not going to be able to watch any more videos. So even the video watching inside of the beta is going to stop at some point. All new ad watch revenue is going to go into pledge mining, and is going to also be doubled. It's going to be 6%. All right. So any video watching that you have left to do is going to go into pledge mining as well, and it's also going to be doubled. Your daily release on that pledge mining is going to be 0.2%. All right. So whatever's coming out on a daily basis is going to be 0.2%. All right. Immediate withdrawals are going to be happening on the daily releases automatically. So whatever you have coming out on a daily release from the pledge mining, you can go ahead and you can withdraw that immediately. Okay, there's not going to, before I do that, before I say that, let me just go back to the daily release, and I'm probably going to touch on this again in a moment, but the pledge mining that you're going to get at the 0.2%, please understand that it is going to increase every day. All right, so whatever is in there is going to increase every day, because you're going to be having, any ad revenue that you have is going to go in there, and it's going to double, and you're going to have anything that's going to come from your syndicate and your generation is going to go in there as well, which is going to also cause that your daily to go up. All right, so don't get discouraged when you see, these small dollar amounts coming out of your daily. They will, that will go up on a daily basis. All right. And again, once again, immediate withdrawals. There's going to be no recruiting. Again, we're trying to shut this down. So no recruiting, no deposits, so no fresh funds on the platform, and no repurchasing, so that you cannot do a repurchase on the beta. And as I mentioned here, the value of the VDL will continue to go up as well. Okay, not only will you get more into your pledge mining from your revenues, from your generation, your syndicate, and your revenues, but you're going to also have the VDL is going to increase, because as VDL is being hodled in pledge, right, it's going to continue to go up. And with so many people holding on to it as it's dripping out, it's going to go up. So you can just imagine what you could possibly be ended up with before the deal goes down. Okay, you're talking about a really, really great deal here as the VDL is dripping out to you. Now, a lot of us are used to the funds dripping out, right? We were all, you know, we've dealt with the platform that will remain nameless before, where we were getting, you know, 0.5% a day. Okay, but this is, we're getting 0.2% a day. And we're going to continue to meet every day with regards to this situation. And we're going to be evaluating and assessing not only the community, your feedback, how you're feeling about it. We're going to be assessing that. And we're going to also be looking at the platform. We're going to be looking at what's happening in the platform, how things are running. And we're going to be looking at what the payouts are and things of that nature. And even Sam said it's a possibility that it may increase. So as time goes on, I don't know if it's going to increase on the beta side, but it may increase on the live side. All right, so I'll say that for later. So that it may end up going up as we continue to assess things. All right, but that is what's going to be happening. Also on the beta, everyone that has not received their initial out-of-pocket can do have the option to get a full refund. All right, so if you're going to remain in the beta, there's no refund there. Okay, you just take your refund, whatever your package size you purchased, you know, you click the refund button in the back office. They're going to put one back there. And if you want to get it quicker, or if you want it to be known quicker that you want a refund, then just call Sam directly, email him directly, and let him know you want a refund. People have done that. And then they've also retracted it. They said, you know, yes, Sam, I want a refund. And then they would contact him again and say, you know, never mind, I don't want a refund, because they start to realize the benefits of what they have going on. So you do have an option to get a refund. And that would basically put you out of the game. It puts you out of the beta, and it puts you out of, and of course, you're not going to be in the live either. Okay. Refunds will be paid out by way of Stable DAO's 100 plus projects. Okay. So all of Sam's projects, there's a management fee for managing those projects, and that comes as revenue for the company, so that they can pay, you know, for their developers, and just, you know, they're just getting a management fee for that, right? So what's going to happen with the management fee for that's coming from these projects is going to be what pays out the refunds. All right. So in other words, if you do decide to get a refund, it is not going to come to you automatically. Okay, it's going to come to you at a later time, you know, as the management fees are being paid out for these different opportunities, and then the refunds will be paid out from there. Okay, so that's how the refunds are going to actually happen. Now, also, there's probably about 85% or more people that already got their 1x, you know, 2x, 10x. They've gotten so much already, because this platform was really paying out very, very fast. And that's why we knew that it was not something that could be sustained, because, you know, it was paying out a lot and very, very fast. And most people already got their 1x out. So this refund policy piece is not even going to be applicable to the majority. It's applicable to the very, very small percentage of the community, because most people have already gotten their refunds out. All right, so now let's talk about the live, which is ViDiLOOK 2.0. First of all, everyone that is in ViDiLOOK beta will get a position in ViDiLOOK live, a free position of $50. So you're going to get the $50 pack automatically in the beta. I'm sorry, in ViDiLOOK live. All right. But that is only if you are an active member in the beta. So if you have an account that you have not funded in the beta, then you're not considered active. All right. Now, obviously, you can't activate it at this point, because there's no more deposits being made and all that stuff is cut off. All right. So you can't activate at this point. But we have quite a few thousand people that are active in the beta, and it's going to come over into the live, and they will get the $50 position. All right. So, and this is going to go for anybody new. Anybody new that wants to come into the live is going to have to purchase a $50 pack. But if you're already in the beta, you're going to get a free $50 pack. Now, in order for you to get up and buy a 150 pack, you're going to have a frontline volume of $200. Okay, that means with your direct, not in your downline, but just those that are direct to you, you need to have $200 in volume from your directs. And then once you get that, you'll be able to purchase a pack of $150. If you want to purchase the 500 pack, you're going to need to have a frontline volume of $650. And if you want to get the 1500 pack, you're going to need to have frontline volume of $2,150. All right. The frontline bonuses are 10% across the board. So it's no more 10 for the first person, 15 for the second, 20 for the third, 25 for the fourth, and then 30% and beyond for the fifth and beyond. That's not happening anymore. The frontline bonuses is going to be 10% across the board. All right. And the repurchase is also going to be 10%. All right. Couple of things to make note of here. The volume requirement does not include your own. So as you're accumulating the volume on your front line, you know, for you to get the appropriate amount of volume so that you can purchase the bigger package, that does not include your own volume.